Why are you optimistic that the second half could yield a different outcome, no doubt, around vaccines?
For two reasons, actually. I mean, the first reason is that there's a very, very strong demand. Obviously, you cannot travel right now, but no matter what research you look at and who you talk to, everybody is thinking about traveling once it is safe and possible. So whenever the situation will be under control, there will be a lot of demand for travel. The other reason is that I do think that there is a clear path to recovery. The vaccination programs are running very well in some countries and are ramping up in others. Once there is enough vaccine available, it is actually clear how we can get the situation under control. And the combination of those two things makes us very comfortable for later in the year. To predict exactly when recovery will kick in is very, very difficult and will also differ market by market, to be honest.
Axel, as we talk about differences per market, here in the UK, we're talking about now £1,700 plus for the cost of a quarantine in a hotel, or separate to that, 3 COVID tests that you have to pay for yourself, roughly about £450 at this stage. It feels as though the cost or the barriers to leaving the country coming back are going higher, in addition to the cost of the travel experience itself. We were hearing from TUI this week that prices have gone up. What are you expecting to see on that consumer side then, the willingness to spend a bit more, but then capped out at a certain point? Because clearly that's not an unlimited pool of funds that consumers are willing to spend.
Yeah, so right now is not the right time to travel in most parts of the Western world, to be honest, and that's why these restrictions are in place and are even tightened. But for summer, we expect a similar trend than what we've seen in last summer, when the situation got a bit better, a higher willingness to pay and a strong shift to easy-to-reach destinations, predominantly domestic in most markets.
Axel, there's going to be changes ahead for digital businesses globally and in Europe as well. I know that you're one of the companies that Thierry Breton was asking about, just really what your thoughts were on the changes and on the likes of Google and what have you. You've had your own issues with Google as well in terms of the payment terms as well. How do you see things panning out as well? Do you see a curbing of the power of some of the big companies such as Google as preferable going forward?
I do think that there is a change in sentiment, not only in Europe, but really across the globe. And there is increasing understanding that you need to set some rules that are specific to the digital world, as you've done in the offline world a long time ago. And so over the next couple of years, we do expect some more rules and some more regulation, and that should lead to a more innovation-based competition rather than increasing economies of scale that just dominate the different verticals.
So just to confirm, you think Google does have too much power at the moment?
Absolutely. I mean, the mega platforms do control our daily life, and it's almost impossible not to use their services. And the issue that we are facing, but also many other companies are facing, that certain monopolies exist on certain parts of the value chain that are levered into other products and other businesses, and that is obviously harming competition and harming innovation.